Myself Ajay Lamba. I'm from 319 group. Today's my topic is thermodynamic of mechanochemical processes. The thermodynamic of mechanochemical processes refer to the study of energy changes, especially those associated with the mechanical work and chemical reaction. When external mechanical forces such as grading, shearing, or compression are applied to a system, this area bridges the fields of chemistry, physics, and material science, and it is important for understanding phenomena like the synthesis of new material, polymerase processing, and the activation of chemical energy via mechanical means. Key concept of thermodynamics of mechanochemical process. First, mechanochemical process work and energy transfer. In mechanochemical process, mechanical energy is transferred into a system to induce chemical reaction. This typically involves that input of energy via process like ball milling, ultrasonication, or mechanical stretching which distribute chemical bonds and active reaction. The mechanical energy can be converted into other form of energy like heat or chemical energy, and this energy conversion is governed by the law of thermodynamics. First law of thermodynamics is conservation of energy. The first law states that energy cannot be created or destroyed, only transformed. In a mechanochemical process, mechanical work is often transformed into internal energy of the system, such as heat, vibrational energy, or potential energy in the strained bonds. The total energy change in the system is the sum of work done on the system, heat added to release from the system, and any other form of energy change. The second law of thermodynamics is entropy. The second law states that entropy of an isolated system tends to increase over time, and processes occur simultaneously if they result in a net increase in entropy. In mechanochemical reactions, although mechanical energy may be introduced to drive a reaction, the system as a whole must still obey the second law. This means that work done mechanically must ultimately result in an increase in entropy, for example, due to the dissipation of energy into the heat. Even though the mechanical energy input can decrease the local free energy of creating bonds of materials leading to chemical reaction, the total entropy change must be considered in the broader system. The fourth, the free energy and chemical reaction. The Gibbs of free energy change plays a crucial role in determining whether a chemical reaction will be proceed simultaneously. In mechanochemistry, the input of mechanical work can effectively lower the activation energy of reaction, making it easier for bonds to break and form. Even though mechanical work can drive reaction that might not be favorable under standard conditions, the reaction will be subjected to overall constraints of the thermodynamics, with the system eventually reach a state of equilibrium. Non-equilibrium thermodynamics mechanochemical processes are often driven over the equilibrium by external force, example ball milling or ultrasound wave. Ball milling is the form of the mixing, and they may be involved completely non-equilibrium state. This is particularly relevant in studying the kinetic of mechanochemical reaction, where the energy input leads to transit state that can have different thermodynamics property equilibrium state. Phase and the material properties. In mechanochemical process, mechanical energy can introduce the phase of transition such as changes in the crystal structure. Amplification means the energy activate the energy in the form of solids or the creation of new phases and under pressure. These changes are also subjected to the thermodynamic principles, where the system may be a transition between different states depending on the energy and pressure condition. These processes are often studied through the calorimetry or other technique measure heat flow. Calorimetry is the system then we measure the heat capacity and enabling research to understanding the energy associated with the phase of changes and the energetic of mechanochemical synthesis. Activation energy. Mechanochemical process typically lower the activation energy of the chemical reaction, which would otherwise require high temperature or other form of the energy input. The mechanical forces break down the energy barrier by providing localized stress to the material, making it easier for the reaction to occur at a low temperature. Kinetic and reactions pathway in a mechanical or chemical reaction are typically faster than the thermal reactions because the external mechanical forces can continuously supply energy to the system. However, the pathway taken by these reactions can be more complex, involving transit intermediates and the non-equilibrium state that requires carefully kinetic analysis. Application synthesis of nanomaterial mechanochemical methods are often used to create nanoparticles and nanocomposites by breaking down large material or induce new chemical reaction at the nanoscale. Polymerase processing mechanical process can affect polymerase chain reaction or modify polymerase property by altering the microstructure. Green chemistry in a mechanical or chemical methods can replace traditional chemical synthesis process, reducing the need for the solvent and minimize energy consumption in the certain reaction. Thank you so much.